Today we are making Enchiladas Suizas, a very popular dish in the whole Mexico City, but it was originated in the famous restaurant Los Azulejos, where it's served for merienda, which is a little more than a snack at mid-afternoon. The ingredients we are going to use is half an onion chopped, 1 clove of garlic, very finely minced, tortillas that had been air dry, tomatillos and serrano chiles. The chiles is to your taste. We have boiled chicken that has already been shredded. We are going to use a little of olive oil. We are going to use Monterrey Jack because that's what you can get here, and sour cream. If you were in Mexico, you use Chihuahua cheese and Mexican crema. These are tomatillos, also called green tomatoes. They are a fruit originated in Mexico. They come in a husk. When you see it in the supermarket, the tomatillo is inside the husk. You take the husk out and then you put the tomatillo in a heavy saucepan with a little water just to cook until they are soft. After they are cooked for about 10 minutes and they are soft, I leave it to have a little bit of color at the bottom because it's caramelization that gives a very good flavor to the sauce. To speed the process, I cover the pan while I'm cooking. Now that the tomatillos are ready, we are going to put them in the blender. See how they are all mushy? You want to put the liquid on because it has full flavor. It is important to air dry the corn tortillas because we want to remove all the moisture so when we pass them through oil, they don't splatter. You want your oil to be around this temperature so you don't fry your tortillas. We have canola oil in the pan that is hot but not sizzling. We need to pass our tortillas through the oil, not fry them. The tortillas come in a little bit stiff, but when you pass it through the hot oil seconds, you're going to see how pliable they are. Look. See how quickly it is. It's a matter of seconds. They have drained for a while. You stack them in a container to keep them nice and warm so they are pliable for when you roll them. I'm adding like a tablespoon of oil. I'm switching the oil in my pan so it has a very light coat of olive oil. You let it heat, and first I added the onion to the pan. I'm going to saute the onions until they are soft, and we are not going to let it brown. Now that the onion is nice and soft, we are going to add the garlic. You always add your onion first, and after it's ready, you add the garlic because the garlic has a much lower browning point. We are only using a little bit of garlic so it doesn't overpower the subtle, nice flavor of the tomatillo. Now we are blending the tomatillos that we are going to add to our onions and garlic. Now we are adding the tomatillos, okay? I'm adding salt and pepper to taste. I cook it on low and I let it simmer for about 20 minutes, cover. You find that the sauce is too tart, you can add a teaspoon of sugar. And now that the sauce with the onions, the garlic, the tomatillo, the chile, salt, pepper, and a little bit of sugar is ready, we are going to add it to the blender again to make a nice smooth sauce. I set up my workstation, so we are going to assemble the enchiladas the way my mother used to do it. I coated this baking pan with a little olive oil, and I'm going to add just a little bit of the green sauce so our enchiladas don't stick to the bottom. It's just a very little amount. Now I'm just going to gently spread it around so we have it everywhere. I take one of my tortillas, I add 2 slivers of onion, I put the chicken, as much as little as you want, and a little bit of sauce. Then your enchilada is going to be full of flavor inside and out. Make sure that the end of the tortilla is facing down. From your green sauce, you are going to put it in a little container, leave room, and now you are going to make the cream. That is what makes Enchiladas Suizas. Okay? It is to your taste. So I started like a heap tablespoon. I'm going to mix it with the sauce, and you're going to see that it's becoming lighter in color. We are going to put it all over the enchiladas. The amount of sauce, it depends on your liking. My family prefers them very well coated with the sauce. Now that we have covered the enchiladas very well with the sauce, we are going to sprinkle Monterrey Jack shredded cheese all over the top. I preheated the oven to 350 degrees. I'm putting my enchiladas inside, and we are going to leave it there for around 25 minutes until the cheese is bubbly and nice and golden. I think our enchiladas are ready to eat. You let it rest like for 15 minutes and then you cut it. Now that our enchiladas have been resting for about 15 minutes, we are going to cut them and be ready to serve. You can serve it with a simple salad of cabbage and carrot that has been shredded, with a very light dressing of lime, salt, pepper, and just a few drops of grapeseed oil.